We spend our lives with the things we care about most. They are so ingrained in our lives that it's almost impossible to imagine our lives without them. It's impossible until things change. Corona pandemic has turned our lives around, changed everything around us. Instead of a fast-paced life, you'll get emptiness and stagnation today, where every touch of our loved one was enchanted. Distance has become a means of expressing love today. Maybe you can hear the sounds of crying and wailing. You may also find the pitiful gaze of a father who has lost his job in this difficult time and is unable to fulfill the aspirations of his children. You may also find people wailing and praying door to door for an oxygen cylinder. You may find a weeping son who couldn't able to save his mother. The parks and playgrounds that used to be full of people, you'll find them empty now. The swings in the children's park, which were eloquent with children's voice, you will find them in a quiet state. There is fear, there is isolation, there is sickness, there is even death. But this is not the end of our life story, but only a small part of it. The adversities of our life story test our mental strength, pushes us to our last frontier. These adversities of life also shows us the way of exactly where we need to be, like a bridge. It reminds us of how big our humanity is than our cruelty. It also reminds us of it's not how we spend our time, but who we spend it with. It also reminds us no matter where we live, what we speak, or who we pray to, we are not so different after all. All over the world, people are waking up to a new reality. We saw humanity at its best and how it brought us together like never before. Life right now may be hard, but after every storm, there is peace. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know when this will end, no one does, but I do know one thing, that it will end one day, and that day we'll all look back at what we have gone through, learned, and survived. I know it can be extremely hard for anyone to be positive and optimistic right now, but if we look inside ourselves, even in this difficult moment, we'll find hope, faith, and human spirit. As we fight, we'll bounce back. We bounced back after Spanish flu, we bounced back after Black Plague. We will win because our spirit, it will never surrender. Yes, there's fear, but there doesn't have to be hate. Yes, there's isolation, but there doesn't have to be loneliness. Yes, there's sickness, but there doesn't have to be the disease of the soul. Yes, there's even death, but there can always be a rebirth of love. The earth is rebooting, the sky is clearing, we are learning to coexist. The pollution is reducing from all over the world. People are practicing hygiene, keep cleaning their surroundings. People are singing to each other across the empty squares, keeping their windows open so that those who are alone may hear the sound of family around them. Let's continue these good things. Let's give it back to the planet as a fresh start. Let's hope love and care for each other and for the planet, because there are pages unwritten, stories untold, and a new chapter to begin.